For over 3 decades, Marie Osmond was the epitome of wholesome family entertainment. A smiling face on primetime television, she captured the hearts of millions as America's sweetheart. She was seen as a symbol of innocence, a beacon of the 1970s with a sweet voice and a perfect image that parents felt safe to admire. However, behind the camera, her life was much more complex. The image of Marie Osmond that the public adored was only one side of the story. While cameras rolled, the pressures of fame, mental health struggles, and personal trauma quietly shaped the person behind the smile. The challenges she faced behind the scenes were invisible, masked by her unwavering professionalism and determination to remain perfect for the world. A childhood of pressure and perfection. Marie Osmond's childhood was anything but ordinary. Born into the devout Mormon Osmond family on October 13, 1959, she was the only daughter among 9 siblings. In this musical family, discipline wasn't just a practice, but a way of life. Music wasn't just an art, it was a duty. Every Osmond child was trained in music, performance, and choreography, with each sibling expected to contribute to the family's success. But for Marie, the pressure of this early exposure to fame took a heavy toll. She became more than just a child. She was a performer, always ready to step into the spotlight. Playtime was replaced by rehearsals, and the voice of a child was molded into the image of a product. Marie learned early that her needs would always come second to the family's aspirations. Hidden struggles beneath the smile. While America saw Marie Osmond as a picture of grace and innocence, her private life told a different story. From a young age, Marie faced struggles that no one could see. She was expected to always smile, always be on, while her true feelings were pushed aside. Growing up, she felt more like an object on display rather than a person with needs and emotions. This feeling of detachment only deepened as Marie entered her teenage years, where the pressure intensified. Yet, beneath her radiant exterior, she was silently battling personal demons, struggling with depression and self-worth. Despite this, she continued to show up, always appearing composed, because that's what was expected of her. Behind the curtain of fame, Marie was living in 2 worlds, one public, one private, both demanding something different from her. A life marked by childhood trauma. Marie Osmond's childhood struggles went beyond the pressures of fame. In her memoir, Behind the Smile, she revealed the heartbreaking truth of sexual abuse she endured as a child. This abuse was not at the hands of strangers, but from people her family trusted, adding layers of shame and confusion that she carried in silence. As a young girl, Marie struggled to understand what was happening to her, feeling lost and unsafe in her own body. The emotional toll of the abuse was compounded by her public image, which demanded that she remain smiling and perfect. She did not speak out at the time, as silence was ingrained in her. These early experiences left deep emotional scars that would continue to affect her throughout her life, influencing how she viewed herself and her relationships. Marriage and motherhood. The struggle continues. Despite her success in the public eye, Marie Osmond's personal life was not immune to the challenges she faced. She married Steve Craig in 1982, believing that a traditional family life would bring her the peace she had long sought. But the wounds of her past did not disappear with marriage. The birth of her children did not bring healing. Instead, it brought a new layer of pressure. Marie's second marriage, to Brian Blosel in 1986, came with the same determination to make things work, even as she continued to push herself beyond her limits. The demands of motherhood, coupled with the unhealed trauma from her past, led to a severe breakdown. She suffered from postpartum depression, feeling as though she could no longer function. There were days when Marie didn't want to be at home or even alive. She felt trapped by the weight of her own emotions, unable to reconcile her public image with her private pain. The battle with depression and public scrutiny. As Marie Osmond entered her 40s, the weight of her struggles became increasingly difficult to hide. In 2006, rumors circulated that Marie had attempted suicide, but she later clarified that it was a reaction to medication, not a deliberate attempt to end her life. The public's reaction to her personal struggles was unforgiving. Yet, Marie chose to be open about her mental health challenges, speaking publicly about depression and self-destructive thoughts. By doing so, she gave a voice to countless others who had suffered in silence, showing them they were not alone. Her honesty about her own battle with mental health helped destigmatize these issues and gave others the courage to seek help. Marie didn't seek sympathy. She sought to share her truth, and in doing so, she became a lifeline for others in similar situations. A public collapse and personal loss. Despite her struggles, Marie Osmond's career continued to thrive. However, in 2007, during a performance on Dancing with the Stars, Marie collapsed on live television, exposing the physical toll that her years of emotional pain had taken on her body. The incident shocked the public, but Marie simply stood back up, smiled, and continued, hiding the severity of her condition behind her practiced persona. That moment marked a turning point in her life, as she could no longer keep up the facade of perfection. But the real blow came in 2010, when Marie lost her son Michael to suicide. His death, a result of his long battle with depression, shattered her. The moment she received the phone call was one she would never recover from. She was left with a grief so profound it left her no choice but to confront her deepest pain. Rediscovery and peace in the aftermath. In the aftermath of Michael's death, Marie Osmond's life shifted. No longer driven by the need to be perfect, she embraced a quieter, more peaceful life away from the spotlight. She moved to St. George, Utah, where she found solace in the slower pace of life. There, she could live in peace, surrounded by her family and the memories of her loved ones. In her 60s, Marie no longer felt the need to prove anything. Her focus shifted to taking care of her body, not for appearance, but for health and well-being. She spent her days walking, cycling, and cooking with her grandchildren, cherishing every moment with them. Music remained a part of her life, but no longer as an obligation. It became a way for her to express the depth of her journey,